Pasar este juego para poder jugar Pokémon. Ya que no jugué anoche. Porque me sentía mal.
Hello again, Aloy. Hello, Aloy.
Hey, Gaia. So, me and Beta, I guess you heard what happened.
Yes, I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships. Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel, I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Well, two heads are better than one, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini? Or we can continue our conversation, if you like.
Okay, people. It's time to head out.
I'll get everyone together.
All right, connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Erend, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right? In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position and mine is too. Mine as well.
Okay, radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia, let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working. It's got nowhere to go. Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
It's cracked.
Look!
Autonomous defenses. Directive neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready.
Here they come. They're on out to us.
Ok, ¿dónde están? Esto es bien fácil, más vale que se mueran rápido. Coño.
Stay back.
Hold on!
Get back.
Carajo, eso.
Aloy, please. Got the weak point. Aloy, need a hand over here.
Help!
Draw it away from Beta. Stay back. Get back.
That's all of them for now. You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled. Deeper into the facility. Okay, I gotta chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core.
Ah!
Hephaestus! I'll find another way over.
Fuck.
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus field. You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there. It's some kind of production chamber. Festus is up to something, all right?
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from.
I bet that's where Hephaestus is hiding too.
I gotta find where Festus is hiding. Looks like there are a couple of places I could go.
Materials.
Well, that doesn't sound good. I might be able to get...
Aloy, I've managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but the
Se
energy
supone que
processor's
haga
cracked.
aquí.
Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it.
Okay, let me think. What if you bypass the processor? Connect it to...
The power node. I think that could work.
I think it could.
Una alergia del diablo. Ey, ¿pa' dónde
Catch a
voy?
ride on one of those metal carriers.
Lo mismo que la 1.
Just a little longer. Okay. How to drive Hephaestus out of here.
There should be a node you can override near the central platform.
Thanks. I should deal with these machines first.
Hmm.
Hurry.
Security.
Vete pa'l carajo.
Cycles pipeline is aimed and unassisted.
Oh, great. More machines on the way. Beta! Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do.
C Mark 8 and R Mark 4 for deployment.
Got it! That's all over it! Oh!
Hijo de puta.
I got them all.
Hmm.
I tapped into the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt Hephaestus' control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Nice. Thanks.
Uy, Dios.
It sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, I better not get comfortable.
Energy containment failing safe overrunning.
Great. Hephaestus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way out.
Aloy, more machines keep coming. Please tell me you're getting close.
it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out.
Aloy, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right? Or some luminous braiding.
And you could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity. I think...
Alright.
There should be a way.
Got it.
Oh, dale pa'l carajo. Hijo de puta.
Gotta follow up all that
Intruder detected. Activating countermeasure. CX. Denied. Autonomous defenses.
Oh, here we go again.
This doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back.
Dale pa'l carajo.
Broke it off.
Hijo de puta.
And there. Node access restored. Now you can override it.
Good work.
You did the heavy lifting.
Ay, Dios mío.
Construction ready.
Okay. This is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
Machine Hephaestus was building. It must have finished it.
It's powerful, whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine if...
No, Victor. Just stay where you are, okay? Handling the machine.
Stay safe.
Oh, shit.
Scan it first. This thing's on its legs, it's loaded. I think
El
it's charged up.
45.
I can take out its tail.
Darte pa'l carajo.
You did it! There should be one more node to override.
Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back to you. No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Varl. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, Aloy.
Aloy, the bypass is done.
The core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained. And we better get started with the merge. It's all set up.
Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
To complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
Cost us quite a lot of time. Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it.
Get behind me.
A ver si pela sin tecnología, el cabrón.
Come on, quit screwing around.
Now we're having fun, right?
No, cabrón. Ey, no le rompió la copa, qué carajo.
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What
What the hell are you doing? Stop her!
I can't even see her.
Beta. Varl. Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay. What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain. Selene and Endymion. She's the goddess of the moon, whereas he's a simple shepherd. Beside her is the god of love, Cupid.
So she's sneaking up on him?
More like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Selene's undying infatuation with him. Though the two must remain apart, her love will forever burn. My favorite pairing on the left is Woman Reading a Letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery, Woman Reading Music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later. This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man in mourning.
Mourning what?
His home. The ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits. A portrait of the painter, Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys.
The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast, heavy with misfortune. And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is infused with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting my homeland ever produced. It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen.
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world. The Gust, by Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it.
A lot of weight on his shoulders. I know the feeling.
Stunning, isn't it? Paintings weren't the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Van Vianen's Leaded Ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
What was it for?
How like Elizabeth you are. Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Van Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
A memorial.
Yes. Such beauty from sorrow.
She's pulling out her own hair. Out of madness, out of grief. It's hard to watch her suffer.
Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
We both do. There is much we are trying to save. Not the least of which is in that vault. There's nothing wrong with savoring such treasures for a moment more. Or come upstairs and we'll get down to business. Your choice.
Getting my Naki.
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta. in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen
incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back, and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down. There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Regala and her rebels.
Even now she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be, but her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel, a virtual place where we could speak in peace.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it.
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes, though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
She felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
Why did you make the data channel look like this place?
I built this house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place. Not just for me, but for the art stored below. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
Beta told me your colony was destroyed. That you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done with it. It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do is get into that base.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation, a passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Once we're inside the base, where will we find Beta and Gaia?
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this world as it should be.
My old focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
So you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
Well, start with your life on Earth.
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First, from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries.
Yeah, I like in the story of the game, but the gameplay per se, I think it's too generic. I don't know, maybe it's not I'm hating, I just tired of open world games that they use the same like canvas for any AAA game.
You were a spy?
It's like the same. So at least the story is interesting.
I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
I feel like games like this, they should have been
What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
like level based,
They painted an irresistible
like
vision of
Tomb Raider, like the new Tomb Raider games.
one where
Because if you compare
we
it side by
neither
side,
illness or death,
it's the
where
same
we
gameplay.
explored the furthest
It's just
reaches
this one
of
is open
stars
world,
and
and
it was only later
it's
that I
an
realized
RPG.
that they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich and powerful. By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in, Pharaoh's machines were devouring the earth. So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a berth on the Odyssey. I wanted Liz to come,
But
but she had no
I don't know, I think it's a problem with modern day gaming studios. It's like they try to copy a successful game
So you didn't know the others
and they
were
just keep on doing the
monsters
same
until it was
thing
too late?
over and over again.
I knew some of them were. Certainly. It wasn't
And
until
it's
we left
like
the planet that I understood the true scope of their greed.
like Ghost of Tsushima.
I was
I think
grateful to
that game
still
is
be alive,
great,
but the others became
but I feel like
obsessed
if
with finding
Ubisoft made that
evidence of
game, people will
immortality.
crucify it.
They built
Because
a
beside the
tomorrow
main story,
where
that game
machines
is a
serviced
Ubisoft
every
game.
need, where
It has
anyone
everything except the
or
gameplay though. The
fantasy
gameplay was solid. I mean the combat.
endlessly savored in
The
virtuous
rest,
reality.
it's like, and I don't know. That's why I have fatigue of
They were
open world games.
stultifying, a pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now, finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
And I just hope the new God of War game
Of course.
is really
To
good. They don't try
fulfill
to. I hope it's like the first game.
which
It's like
isn't
a
so
open
different
level
from Far Zenith's original
kind of game.
a better future for humanity.
And don't make it open world, cause I don't know. I feel like that's kind of.
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one.
Yeah, Tsushima is a great game. Like the graphics, the story, the combat.
No, he's too careful.
But then
But his
you have these
subordinates,
level structure,
not so much. He
like
gave additional
quests,
bonuses to the
like
people he
any
branded
Ubisoft
as
game, like
Army.
go and get
By
15
tapping him,
pigeons.
I learned about
Go
most of
and
his deeds.
fetch this, I don't know,
Distribution of
this guy that got
override
stranded in a
technology,
forest or
the
whatever.
arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regala to
And I
attack
feel like all these
Silence's
games, like
base.
this one,
But how did he come up with a
and
weapon
what other
that can
game
take
came
down
out
their
like this
shields?
year?
That's the one
I
thing
don't
I
remember,
haven't been
but
able to figure out. But
like
however
they,
he did
most of them
it,
have
I'm
the
quite certain
same
it'll work.
canvas.
With it and the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
Regala's only interested in killing Hekarro and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zenith?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished
Yeah,
in the desert.
what is kind of
She trades
worrying
with
about that
something
game, I
like
just hope.
machines to help her
Oh
outsmart
no, I'm
Hekarro?
kind of
In
very,
exchange for an assault on the base.
I would say
Pride has
objective
deluded her into thinking she
about
can
that.
actually
Like,
survive
I,
such
I
an act.
know they want to wrap up the
And all
series
without ever knowing who the
and
sons of
continue, I don't
Prometheus
know,
really
other
meant.
projects, but I feel like they should explore
All of
more
Silence's brilliance
and maybe
still
do
hinted
more
as
spin-off like
doubt.
they did in the other
That
God of War
blind spot
games, but with
is
with
what will allow
Kratos'
us to create
son.
and Gaia
So at least you
right
can
away
get,
from
I don't know,
beginning.
used to him.
While hundreds of Tanakh are
And it
coming
will be
from
like
outside.
kind of like a passing the torch to him. Because I feel like, I know
So
eventually
who
they're gonna make a new God of War game with his son. But I feel
What
like that's the perfect way. They should explore more
This
spin-off
was
with other realms
everything
with
she
his
was.
son. And
I
then
see
Ragnarok will be like,
and
closing
your
the cycle.
ingenuity, your determination,
And this is the end of Kratos'
your moral
story.
compass. You've
And I think
managed
that would
to
be
still
perfect. But
combine
if they
these
try to
qualities
put
in one
all
open
those 9 realms in one
Why are you
game
asking about me?
and then try to make it open world,
Tell me about
it will be
Elizabeth.
so.
What was she really
It's
like?
like choosing quantity
The
over
honest
quality,
answer is that
and it will
I
be
don't
shallow,
actually
like
know.
most of the
For all
new
the
open
time I
world,
spent with
like
her, she
triple
always
A
kept her
open world
partners
games.
locked
That
away
they are
from us.
open world and they are
Even
big and
back in the
huge,
moment
but
we met.
they're shallow. They don't have nothing.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what? Distant? Aloof?
Not aloof, not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning, a touchy subject in those days, because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step.
Yeah,
An
so.
AI-driven system that wouldn't just act
But
on its
at least I'm looking
programming,
forward to that game.
but
I really
actually
like.
take
For
responsibility
me,
for its sphere of
I think
influence.
the last God of
Your
War
role
game was the best in the series,
Not just follow orders.
revolutionary stuff.
and I'm
I was
like I
glad
never
to hear
hyped by a
it,
game, but
and I
this one
wanted
I'm
to meet
kind of
her for
hyped.
a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such
Just hope
moral
they don't
clarity
fuck it
such
up,
impact.
honestly.
But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
So how did you
So
feel
what
about
do you
approaching
think
Elizabeth
about
after her talk?
what game is gonna be the game of the
I
year
picked the
this
right
year?
moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the
For me, it
car,
will be Elden
she
Ring.
just had her coffee.
Like
She was fresh.
I really like that game,
It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught
and I
of
feel
enemies.
like the way they approached the open world
I
was really
asked if I
good.
could walk with her. Then I
Even
put another
though,
question about her talk that
like I
I
said,
thought
I'm
was
very objective. I
intelligent.
feel like if
Her
another
answer may
studio
be
beside,
as it wasn't.
if another studio that the
She's
name
right.
is not From Software made that game, it would be
Almost before
Crucify.
we were previously
They have a
acquainted.
bunch of bugs.
It was only
That stuff
halfway
when
through the
enemies can
conversation that I
attack you through
realized
walls.
She knew
it's like
exactly who I was.
people will not
It was
forgive
quite
that,
a shock to me.
but they forgive in
My
this case
business was
because it's from
trafficking in
software. It's a
secrets,
from
and
software
I
game.
took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead.
But besides that, I
Took
really
that
like
meeting as
the
a metaphor for our
how they
friendship.
approach the open world.
She always
I
seemed to
feel
know me far
even
too
though they
well.
should start making in the next, if they decide to make another open world game, you have to start making, I don't know, cities with NPCs so it can feel more alive.
First Varl, now Hekarro and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
So what do you think about this game, Horizon?
An admittedly desperate
What do you think it
situation,
should
but I
be
assure you
Game of
that
the
it
Year?
isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it. What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold it this extra.
Well, for me, well, I haven't finished the game yet. I think the story is good, but I cannot judge a game just because of the story, because
I'm coming for you.
it could have a great story, but that doesn't mean
I just need
it
you
could
to
be Game of the Year, you know what I mean?
and work on the merge.
Like, story's not everything, because might as well just watch a movie if they're gonna make a cinematic game. I think gameplay has to be more important than the story,
Then I think it can be done.
and I feel like the gameplay of this game is better than the first game, way better.
Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're...
But I feel like the level design, it should have worked more. That I think the perfect game, like you're gonna say it's this generation, but probably the past generation is Nier Automata. Like there's a interview of the director that he said that that game doesn't have a,
I'm going to take
you can say you have a genre, but you know whatever the creator of the game says. He said it doesn't have a genre because they always messed up. You know, they always messed up the gameplay, and I feel like games should be like that.
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice.
Because you have a first-person game, it's always gonna be the same: power up and shoot. A third person usually is the same stuff, like this one, Ghost of Tsushima. Or Nier Automata, I feel like they always constantly changing the gameplay, and that feels so refreshing. It's like I feel like games should be like that.
And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override.
I don't think Nier Automata is a perfect game by any means, but let's see, it always falls in, you know,
Wait.
what happened with every Japanese game. They always fall to the same stuff,
Since you
but at least
insist on
it's
doing
very
things your
unique.
way, I know of something that will truly
Well,
motivate
like
you,
every
friend.
Japanese game, but you know what I mean. Like especially that gameplay mix, I really like that. And I feel
The
like
ancient Horus Titan
game
still
like
possess
this,
a
they should
electromagnetic
start
energy
doing.
cells as part
They're
of their
spending
arsenal.
millions
Drop one of
in
those in
graphics
Regalla's army and they'll receive quite a
instead of,
surprise.
I don't know, spending millions on people that are more open-minded and they bring
So go, do what you
other
must.
ideas to
I'll
change the
come to your
gameplay.
base if
Because I feel
you manage to bring silence
like
to
not
it.
hating on this game, but I feel like I said earlier, like all these games they always have the same canvas to for quest design. It's like go over there,
Raymond,
try to
are you
sneak
there?
or kill everybody.
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... we're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
I hope for yeah.
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data
And
on
the
the Horus
graphics in
energy cells you
this
can use
game, they
against
look
Regalla's
gorgeous.
forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
Oh man, I always sound like a hater, but I'm not. I'm just saying like I feel like AAA games they should stop worrying about graphics. Yeah, for us right now it looks realistic. But what would you think in 10 years when you compare it with the games at that time? We would think that this game will look like crap. That always happened. So my problem with that is that they should focus more in art styles, not in realistic graphics. You see, most of those realistic graphics they're not future proof. And then the story, even though the story of the first game, I like it, but I feel it wasn't that unique. Or more or less, kind of surprised me with the singularity stuff that, the humanity create their own downfall. But what really surprised me about the story about this game is when I see the first Zenith or whatever they are called. Like that shit surprised me. It's like damn, so they're still alive. So that was a great plot twist. So that's top notch writing there. But yeah, the only thing I'll criticize about this game, but then again, it depends what people like. For me, the gameplay is a solid 7.5 probably. It should just mix more different quests, doing different things, or well, because this is one of the reasons it really bothers me. Look at this, a huge, beautiful open world. Instead of I don't know putting NPCs or towns or whatever, it's always full of enemies. That's one of the reasons I think that Breath of the Wild, Zelda, it was good, but being the perfect, I think it's up there to be one of the more or less perfect sandbox game. I really like how you start the game and they throw you there, say do whatever you want. I think open world games should be more or less like that. Depends. It's more if they're more narrative focused, then no. But I like that. But beside that, the open world, they have beautiful environments, but they're just empty. It's shallow. It's spineless. They don't have a soul. So that's what bothers me about games like this. Ghost of Tsushima did a great job with that, though. They have beautiful open world and beautiful landscape, and they have NPCs at least. In The Witcher, they did great in that. Well, yeah, talking about the game of the year, I think Elden Ring might win it, just because a lot of people write on From Software. No fast travel there? God damn.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey, can't I get one damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regalla is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kotallo's right. We must fight.
Oh, all right. So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regalla's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that. So...
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith Eric...
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well... at least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. And get Beta and Gaia back. But first... we're going to stop Regalla.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me... a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regalla's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Hikaru. And keep an eye on the sky.
Strike true as the 10.
The rest of you, whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
You'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe. It sounded important.
Over here, Aloy. We would come out here to tend to the garden.
And I can't believe they killed Varl. I really like him as a character.
Sometimes I needed fresh air. Other times we would simply sit and watch the sunrise. So when we returned from Gemini, it seemed fitting that he be laid to rest here. Now he can always look out at Plainsong and further east to the Nora Sacred Lands.
He would have liked that.
He often spoke of his sister, Vala. He said she used to gather her favorite golden blooms and tie them to her spear. Their mother called it useless, but Vala was stubborn.
Yeah, she seemed like that.
It wasn't easy. But I tracked down the flower. Gathered its seeds. As verdant limbs wither, roots rot in snow, still the sea rises, as certain as stone. From death follows new life. So it is with the land. And so it is with us. I'm with child, Aloy. I was going to tell him when he got back from Gemini. Instead, one day, I'll bring our child here. We'll sit among the blooms and watch the sunrise.
I never got to tell him. To thank him. For saving my life, sure, but also for not giving up on me.
He always knew.
Goodbye, Varl. I promise to look after them. I'll try to visit again when I can. But for now, I need to go to the fabrication terminal to install the new override on my spear. Then I'll use it on a Sunwing and get ready for an entrance Regalla will never forget. Going down!
Before I forget, I watered those plants for you.
Override installed. Now to find a Sunwing. I think there are some roosting at the top of the mountain. I can feel this frost down to my bone. Okay, I need to find a Sunwing to override. Better head up the mountain.
We've never played machines.
Oh no. I got enough trouble with Regalla always kicking my ass.
Huh. The door's unlocked now.
The way my luck's going, I bet you're a pro.
How the fuck I go up there? Okay, I guess. God damn.
Thought a dyer would be interested in this.
Falta para llegar a la cima. Hey,
Good. There's submarines up here. I'll have to approach them quietly. Its wings look like they can catch the sunlight. Probably a fast flyer, too. Got it.
Why there's so many pop-ups?
Whoa! Head rush. Tilda, I'm in the air.
Then you'll want to pick up an energy cell on one of the ancient Horus Titans. But first you must send out a pulse to activate them. I've sent you the necessary software. To deploy it, you'll have to override one of the communication machines you refer to as Tolmecs. There's one in the middle of the desert that should do nicely.
On it. There's the Tolmec. Need to get on top of its head. Now, how to land this thing. Made it. Just got over. Okay, Tilda. I've overridden the Tolmec.
Good. And the energy cells are now primed. Simply pick one up on Horus. The nearest one should be northwest of your position. Dropping it on Regala's machine should produce quite a spectacle.
Thanks for the assist.
I told you, I wanted him.
Whoa! I'm gonna get used to that.
Ya tú pagaste esa pelea.
Regala's rebels. Reinforcements maybe. Heading for the Grove. I hope Kamala and Noct can hold out a little longer.
Look! She's flying!
There's the energy cell. Right on the Titan's back. Got the cell. Now on to the Grove. Pulse from Tolmec should have reactivated all the energy cells in the region. I should be able to pick up more from any Horus I fly to. It'll be useful, even after I deal with Regala. Go.
Regala's inside. Hekarro will soon be dead. It's all over, Chaplain.
I gotta drop it now. Here it goes.
It's Aloy! She flies on the wings of the Ten.
The tide has turned! Push through! End of the line, Hekarro. Now on your knees, and I'll give you the death you didn't have the spine to give me.
They're down! The machines! All of them! They're down!
What? How's that possible?
Regala! Enough bloodshed! Let's settle this. You and me.
Easy to say when you're atop a machine.
Well, that was just to get your attention. I don't need any help to take you down.
Fine. I accept your challenge.
Was badass.
I'm done with you. I'll get to finish the slaughter.
We'll see about that.
The duel is set. Let none interfere.
They just interfere and they let it go. Ah, they. Can't. Is this? Está regada. Or no? Looks like her. Yeah. ¿Cómo se puso la máscara? Nada.
Alright, so that's how it's gonna be.
You can't hide forever! I'd hope to fight a legend.
My stamina.
Mira la gran puta.
This is where it ends!
Yeah, it is.
Come to me!
What?
Soon you'll...
Oh, fuck.
Is this how you give up your life? The Nora cry tears of salt when they should shed rivers of blood.
Right, next item.
¡Que no explota! Hmm. Salte pa'l carajo.
Here I am again, on my knees before bootlets and cowards. Go ahead, run me through.
Mátala pa'l carajo.
Your mouth, traitor.
It was you who flew in on the wings of the Ten. You who challenged her by our rights. You must decide her fate. I spared her once. It only made things worse. She was the best of my marshals. What a waste.
She's dangerous, all right. But maybe that's exactly what I need.
Cowards! What more do you have to conspire about?
Whether you live or die. After all that you've done, I can't let you live.
Finally. Then claim your...
There. Blood for blood.
Guess that's over then.
Chief, there's something you both need to see. In the throne room. He surrendered to our guards outside the grove. Claims he has an urgent message for the Outlander who defeated Regalla.
So, state it.
It's for her alone. From an interested party.
I'm gonna need some privacy.
Clear the room. Put him with the rest of Regalla's soldiers.
I'll see you back at base.
You saved the tribe. Let me help you with your mission.
No. With Regalla gone, you have a chance to build the future you dreamed of. So get to your task.
Then at least allow me to give you this. Regalla's bow. May you always strike true with it.
Thank you.
Do you have any idea what you've just done?
Oh, it's a pleasure to see you too, Silence.
Congratulations on your victory. You saved the Tenakth for a few weeks. Unfortunately, you've doomed the entire planet as well.
Wrong. I don't need a Tenakth army to defeat the Zeniths.
Oh, Aloy. Have you learned nothing about the enemy we're up against?
More than you, hiding whatever hole you found. My idea is just better than anything you ever came up with.
Go on.
No, not here. We're doing this my way. Face to face, and with the weapon you've developed.
And why would I agree to that?
Because I'm your only way of beating the Zeniths, and getting the copy of Apollo that's on their ship. So meet me at my base. Mountains west of Plainsong. Time to submit to the inevitable silence and follow the person who actually knows what she's doing. Don't be late. Tilda, you there? I did it. Silence is on board, so head to my base.
Impressive. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Now that I can fly, I might want to see what else I can do before I head back.
So, I've been thinking. I'm going to petition. Join the chief's thoughts. How about this one?
I never thought we'd see the vision.
Did you hear about the vision?
So, Zakara keeps his head and controls the tribe.
Dakota, thought you'd be back at the Bulwark.
Let it be known that the Sky Clan defended the Grove today, as hopeless a battle as it was. Until you flew in on the wings of the Ten, that is. We are in your debt.
You fought for your tribe, so your debt is paid.
On your way, then.
Shut up about it. One Markney thinks he's good enough to challenge the Enduring.
You've earned this soldier's respect.
Leave him alone.
Walk with honor, Outlander.
There's the Nora warrior everyone's talking about.
Porque no me puedo trepar, qué carajo.
Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Got it. Thanks. Well, Silence. Looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base?
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
Very well. Though we'll both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks. Good timing. The truth is, I can't actually get us into the base. But she can.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are you? Oh, look. That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
Enough, both of you. We're in this together, at least for now. Go talk to Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
Oh, no, you first.
Better get everyone in the control room, so Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base. Okay. Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But it's... All right, people. I need you up in the control room, right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location, undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood? You two? A minute? Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. You with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Silence is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
Okay. Almost time to go after Beta and Gaia. Might be good to check up on everyone first.
I'm, gonna clean my gear later. I can do yours if you want.
I cleaned it already.
Yeah, of course. Don't mention it. Aloy, aren't we meeting at the beach near the Zenith base?
We are. I just wanted to check in on everyone first. We're finally doing this.
Never thought I'd be off on a mission to take down a bunch of immortals from the stars. I can hear the drinking songs already.
You, talked to Tilda at all?
I tried. I don't think even a hot forge could melt that ice. And you say she wants to help?
I think so. Well, let's hope. Varl made the right call, you know, bringing you here.
Thanks. Yeah, Varl. You know, I never knew he had a sister. I found out a few days before you guys went to Gemini. I was, well, to be honest, I was terrified I'd screw up the mission somehow. So he sat me down for a drink. Just once.
What's that?
We talked about family.
What do you charge?
Vala, Ursa, loss and revenge. How you helped us.
You know, we never did get that drink you promised back in the Embrace. And you never told me exactly how your sister escaped the Mad Sun King.
I guess we never got round to it. World ending and all. No time like the present, though. If you're up for it.
I guess I should get going.
I'll see you at the rendezvous point. With my hammer ready.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Aloy, we're ready to meet you at the rendezvous point whenever you call.
Fighting the Zeniths isn't going to be easy.
Nothing you do ever is. At least, now you don't have to do it alone.
Thanks. Thoughts on our new Zenith acquaintance?
What did you broke?
I'd say she smells like death, but even death
Don't
smells
touch
of
anything.
something. She's more like a cold piece of metal.
Sticker.
Bent on repelling all semblance of life.
She's
Yeah, it's a tape.
different.
You wanna take it out?
Yes.
Take it out.
Have you talked to any of our new friends?
Aaron and I tried
Put in the trash.
Simmons, but apparently our tribal prattle is unnecessary.
Charming, isn't he? Thoughts on our new Zenith acquaintance?
I'd say she smells like death, but even death smells of something. She's more like a cold piece of metal, bent on repelling all semblance of life.
She's definitely different. I should go. I'll let you know when I'm ready to head to the base.
Before you do, there is one favor I would ask of you.
What is it?
You placed this focus in my care.
Give me
and gave
a
me the highest
headphone.
calling an Utaru has ever known.
Huh?
If I should fall
Give
in
me the headphone.
Give you what?
to be the one to bury my
It's
seed.
headphones.
For what?
For the both of us.
Headphones.
Why you want it?
Make sure you
Because
stay
I
alive
want
to do so.
to see the sounds.
Let's just try to all come back home.
You now can see.
Hey, where you going? Stay here.
Why did you do all this adult game? I'm trying to win in this adult game.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get how to destroy monsters. If you are a good monster, it's wrong. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I tapped all this wall. What the? Fall down. Shot into spiders up.
Walk with honor. Wear your scars with hail.
If only my blade could have earned honor.
Enjoy your time in our settlement.
What it must be like to fly.
There walks the warrior.
I don't know. I've heard her land was dynamic.
Aloy, earned your honor.
What blade you draw? Will touch them. Only the determined. Was it the goddess, didn't you?
Only drawn blades can end this rebellion.
Careful now.
I want you videos. I want you videos.
Thank you.
to it when I can. I should take care of everything I can before calling in the others to attack the Zenith base. Okay, everyone. I'm at the rendezvous point. It's time to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Understood, Aloy. We're on our way.
Aloy.
Where are the others?
Not far behind.
Egghead here couldn't stand traveling with the pack.
Are we all here? Then let's begin.
A tunnel.
An ancient escape route from the ruins on the island. When I realized it ran all the way across the water, I thought it might prove useful to come and go undetected. So I concealed it from the others. Shall we?
I wish there was a less pungent way to get way inside the base.
Agreed.
There's the launch tower. That plane offers a little cover, so the only viable path is through there. There will be Spectres guarding it, and many more can be deployed from those hangars.
All right. Alva, Kotallo, get to it.
Where are they going?
Somewhere important. Erend, you're with me. You guys, take the high ground in case we need covering fire.
Tactically sound, I suppose. What will she do?
There's a sensor node nearby. If I hack into it, I should be able to scramble the network and keep you undetected. But not for long.
Then we should proceed.
One more thing. Open up the channel to Beta. Audio only.
Aloy.
We're here, and we're coming for you. You know what to do, right?
As long as you hold up your end.
We will. See you soon.
Be careful.
Let's go.
Get to the launch tower as quickly as possible. I'll do my best to conceal our intrusion.
Beware, Aloy. Spectres ahead.
Company. Follow my lead.
That's what I do.
Can't take much damage from fire. Yeah.
I think there's a cave up there that might get us through that ridge.
Let's climb up to it.
What's in this backpack, metal bricks?
Aloy, Alva and I are closing in on the regulator.
Keep me posted.
It's creepy in here.
Don't worry. I'll protect you.
I wish I had a glider. I guess I'll find another way across.
There's a lot of dead machines on this
I'm not really built
We
for
killed a
climbing.
great many when we landed here. Their salvage may prove useful to you now.
Can we please leave the cave now? Let's go, Aloy. It stinks in here.
Rosmer's gonna
Get through the blast. We got his weak spot.
Come over, Spectre.
Sneak or fight. You choose.
Aloy's under attack! Cover her!
Firing!
You're first.
I'll have some decent
Oseram.
Any good loot?
A little.
We should move on. Hey, you okay?
Yeah. I'll find a way back up.
Can we please leave the cave then? Let's go, Aloy. It stinks in here.
I'm kinda lost. I don't know where do I have to go. What for? Where the fuck do I have to go? I'm probably over here. Oh.
Tired yet?
Yep. Yeah. Clear those weeds.
With me.
Pick it up. You need it. Live long. Kill your enemy.
We can take this one, Aloy. Keep moving.
That Stormbird carcass should get us over the gap.
I hate Stormbirds. But I guess, yeah, a dead one's handy enough. You remember the good old days when our only worry was whether Meridian would be destroyed? You know, instead of the whole world?
Oh, yeah. Good times.
More Spectres. I'll attack you.
You better hit it before the plasma blows. Now's my chance.
Yeah, that's gonna blow.
I think that's all of them. Let's push on.
What do you get?
Just some parts. Here, up this rock. We're gonna have to climb around this corner.
I'll try not to complain.
I can see the way forward. Keep moving.
Going as fast as we can. You all right?
Sort of.
I can turn this around. Well, I don't want to fight at once, that's for sure.
Get clear of the blast.
Come on, up the slab. Looks like the others have things under control.
Aloy, Alma and I are in position.
Do it. Blow the regulator.
A moment while I ignite the charges.
Alpha and Kotallo did their job. Now it's Beta's turn.
Aloy? I think we're in trouble.
Whatever you plan to do to stop those Spectres, you better do it now.
I'm not doing anything. Beta will. She just needs a little time.
Time that we don't have.
Come on, Beta, come on, come on, come on.
What is that?
Our army.
I think you got their attention.
Very clever. You had Beta inject Hephaestus into the base's printer matrix.
Which is faster and more powerful than any cauldron.
Now we can crank out machines to its heart's content. Get to the launch tower before this whole place becomes a war zone.
Your maneuver, as clever as it is, means that Hephaestus has escaped containment. It will no doubt flee back to the Cauldron network.
We grabbed it once, we'll get it again.
Or find a way to replicate its functionality, perhaps. The Apollo database.
Aloy, in case we don't make it, I just have one regret.
What is it?
That we had to do all this climbing.
That big rock might give us a bridge to get up and through.
Gotcha.
I guess not all the Spectres are fighting our machines.
That'd have made it nice and easy. Well, I'll just leave it here then. Not fear, but it'll do.
Use it all up.
Aloy, you! Gonna explode. Now we're talking. Yeah. Let's send you back to the To the right, I think.
Carajo, ¿cuándo tengo que ir? The launch tower. Ah, no me trepo allá. Mierda. Pero por aquí parece que no era. Fuck.
And now to the left.
You can get to the launch tower through the hangar up ahead. I'm heading over to join you now.
The hangar's in bad shape, but I can see the way in. Hurry, Aloy!
Another one?
Dios, él está conmigo.
Whoa. Look at all this Zenith space stuff. Yeah, this place is gonna come down around our ears.
All the more reason.
There's the guy who doesn't have to carry much.
They'll come for us.
Aloy, it's been intense, but Kotallo got me to a network node. I'm trying to get in.
Keep at it. We're almost to the tower.
Now we know who's been causing all the fuss. Tilda's little pet.
Silence. Zenith inbound. Can we drop their shields, please?
I'm powering it up. Stay still.
This is pointless. You can't hurt us. Face it, you're worms that ooze through the cracks into our basement.
Silence?
One moment more.
But I might just spare you if you give up Tilda. I think it's safe to say she's forfeited her share of our operation. Permanently.
There.
No? Nothing? Fine. All right, people. Light him up! Are we supposed to be scared?
Can't let Gerard escape. It won't take long before he preps the shuttle for launch. Then he'll be able to take Beta and Gaia into orbit and onto the Odyssey beyond our reach.
We gotta go through there?
I failed to see another option.
Then we'll carve a path. Ready?
Get to the top and secure Gaia. I'll stop Gerard.
I gotta get to the top of the tower and free Beta.
Aloy, we're... Die of my seed, Phil! Apologies for that. We're okay. As long as Alva hurries.
I'm almost into the network! Just do the best you can. Okay, an elevator. Promising.
You got some unfinished business, little girl. I don't need a shield to take you out.
Trust me, you're gonna wish you had one.
Hit me!
Oh shit!
Oh yeah!
Molly.
I'm taking you down! Whoa! I can't let him catch me. Felt that, didn't ya? Not much without your shield, are ya?
Aloy, are you there? I'm on my way to help. Just need to find my way in there.
Feeling. Hurt. Hey!
You're done for!
Adulation!
Ah, don't like that, do ya?
almost forgot what it was like to hurt.
Now we're having fun, right?
You okay?
I will be. In time. Go. Rescue your sister. I'll regroup with the others and make sure they're all right.
Looks like the machine's inspectors have almost wiped each other out. What was that?
Aloy, Gerard just activated the self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems.
Including the lift?
I'm afraid so. He's restricted its access to the top. You'll have to climb from there. I have to go. I almost have.
Erend? Is everyone all right down there?
Mostly. We're clear.
Looks like the machine's inspectors have almost wiped each other out. What was that?
Aloy, Gerard just activated the self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems.
Including the lift?
I'm afraid so. He's restricted its access to the top. You'll have to climb from there. I have to go. I almost have.
Erend? Is everyone all right down there?
Mostly. We're cleaning up the last few specters.
What about the Zeniths?
Dead, I think. Zoe told me you got Eric. Good work.
Yeah. Thanks. I guess only Tilda and Gerard are left then.
Aloy, you there? Listen, I got into the network, but only for a minute before I was shut out. I found a bunch of flight plans and trajectories, as if the Zeniths were planning to leave Earth.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know, but there's more. The files I found have a lot of references to something called Nemesis. Whatever it is, the Zeniths are afraid of it.
Alva? Alva! What's going on here? Maybe Beta can help me figure it out. If she's okay. Farther than I thought. Almost there.
The controllers are not responsive.
Are you okay? Look, I know you've been through a lot, but you have to help me access the Zenith network. I need to see their files, anything referring to the word Nemesis. Okay. Over there. The systems are down all over the base. I should be able to take advantage of... Yes, Nemesis. Here. There's something in deep space. It's following the Zeniths to Earth. Look. Escape vectors. Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind. Or a swarm of them. The energy readings are astronomical. Aloy, I don't think a natural disaster destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius. This thing did. Earth isn't a new home for them. It's a way station. They're on the run.
Que esa cabrona es la mala.
I see you've been busy.
And you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it?
It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway. Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence. A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester.
And it destroyed your colony?
We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes. It hacked everything before we knew what hit us. Then it took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us, including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it. Nemesis did.
Finally, you understand. And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star, somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia, so you can build yourself a new world.
That's the plan. Even now. Earth is finished, Aloy. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home. But Elizabeth's dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. And with Gaia, we'll create a new world. Together. Where that monstrosity could never find us.
What? No.
I loved Elizabeth. More than you could ever know. And I let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years. Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy, but her best possible self. So I'm not asking. You're coming with me. It may seem harsh now, but you'll forgive me in a few centuries.
You can't force me, Tilda. Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Spectre Prime, to me.
Take cover! Get to the door!
Submit, Aloy. You can't win.
I've heard that before.
I can endure. You cannot.
Still in this. Oh!
This Spectre was designed to survive against more than that. You cannot win!
I gotta wait. Build up my stamina. Elemental ammo is making a dent in those gold plates. You're not taking me, Tilda!
Target active!
Gotta get more.
Sticks and stones against the lightning.
Oh, that thing's fast.
We cannot hide on this world.
It's over. Why couldn't you just let me choose?
She tried to take you. And she told you about Nemesis.
So you've known all along.
From Hades, yes. Along with data on how to circumvent the Zenith shields. Everything I did to create the rebel army was based on that knowledge. To reach this place, this moment.
And you couldn't just tell me?
Come now, Aloy. You're the last person to act sensibly in the face of impossible odds. When I learned of Nemesis from Hades, I saw the pieces on the board and how to play them. And in that same moment, I knew it was a game you would never play. That you would interfere and attempt to save the Tenakth. I was correct, to a point. You ruined my plans, but brought your own to fruition. The end result is the same. We're here. And now it's time for me to leave this doomed planet behind. To seize the Odyssey and the Apollo database, and begin a new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge, one with infinite possibilities. You can join me if you so desire. You've more than earned your place. Unlike Tilda, I'm extending a polite invitation.
You're going to just take off? And abandon everything? Stay. Help me fight that thing.
Perhaps Tilda didn't adequately define the threat. Nemesis can't be stopped. It destroyed a highly advanced Zenith colony in a matter of hours. What hope does this primitive tribal Earth have? If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life, you'd be saving a seed for a new world. Just as Elizabeth did. It's the choice she made. The sacrifice of all that is for the hope of what might be. If she were here in your place, she would board that shuttle, Aloy.
Found her.
Is she hurt?
Still on her feet.
Thank the Ten.
Goodbye, Silence.
For now, but Silence
She looks
is the best
okay.
character in this game.
She looks victorious.
As always.
Aloy. You did it.
Hey, where's he going?
As far away as anyone can go.
Oh. Are you sure?
You're staying.
For a time. You people are going to need all the help you can get.
Does anyone else need a drink?
Not if it's that ale of yours.
I'd be fine with a nap.
Excellent idea.
I hope it's really over this time.
There's another battle ahead, Elizabeth. Very different than the one you fought. It's not about the distant hope of creating a new world. It's about preserving the one we have. My friends have a new mission. To spread the word and ask for help. They've taken it in stride. I think it's because they've always known what I've only just started to understand. That the people of this world have the strength to fight any battle. The ingenuity to solve any problem. The courage to overcome any obstacle. And the resilience to rise after any setback. As for me, I can't say I'm not afraid. What lies ahead will be harder than anything we've faced before. But I know I can put the fear aside. Because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm not alone.
But this game is really good. I'll give it a 8.5.
Their kindness calls to me. I have to block it out. My voice has grown so somber. These words don't seem like mine, but the iron won't subside. No matter what I try. My raindrops in the flood, in this emptiness, in the storm.
No, déjame esquipear esto que ya lleva buen rato. ¿Así? ¿No hay un video después de esto? No. Y lo voy a dejar.